Right on, right on, right on. How you doing? This is the host with the most, Mr. David. Right on, right on, right on. It's fantastic Friday. Monetize AI apps. That's the title of this today. Get it in, get it on, listen up, let's roll. Right on, right on, right on. As usual, I'm manning the chat. Hello, hello, hello. It's been a few days. And just want to let everybody know that I'm still back and I'm ready to roll and we're ready to talk and ready to run the show. And that's what it is. Fantastic Friday. So this is the Friday that they be shopping on, huh? And then they got Cyber Monday, huh? So it's a whole weekend of shopping to get your dollar, your hard-earned dollars. Right on, right on, right on. Half the time you're buying stuff that you don't need, right? Some of you are buying stuff that's needed. Some of you are just now eating Thanksgiving dinner. Some of you had to hustle it up. Some of you just already had it and was ready to go. And then some of you just decided to go out and just people watch. So that's what it is. What it is. So whatever you did, whatever money you spent, I'm sure that it was well earned and well deserved. All right. And those of you that know that it wasn't, shame on you. But we're not here to judge. We're just here to tell you. Monetize these apps out here. Monetize them. Monetize them. And the reason why you want to monetize them is because it's simply this: the monetization of apps with AI, artificial intelligence, agentic intelligence, and synthetic intelligence. We're going to talk about synthetic intelligence really quick to let you know what it is. All right. Synthetic intelligence is like your robots that they're active, they got they're interactive, and the reason why they're interactive because they can move around and they can do things. They can move their arms, and act like a human. And then they also have AI, so they can answer questions, they can talk to you, and all of that. All right, and then we're gonna go to artificial intelligence, which is the basics. It's the basics. Okay, is what we started off with. So those are things that you input and then it just answers questions, but it doesn't actually interact with you. It looks like it's interacting with you, but it's not. So then you got agentic AI, which is everything. Okay, so it's AI, agentic AI, and then it goes to synthetic AI. Right now, at this time on 11/28, 2025. All right, I got to date it because somebody might be looking at this 10 years from now. Who knows? But anyway, so the agentic AI is when you can go in there and you can go on a system and then it'll spit out knowledge and different things for you and then you can kind of interact with it. So right now we're in a position of where all of our apps that we have, they have you can talk to it and it'll answer back. So we're a combo thereof, like I like to say. just like you go to just like you go to the fast food place, you get a hamburger, a drink, and some fries. That's how ours is. You get either a genic AI or a regular artificial AI, or regular synthetic AI. Excuse me. So right now we're all three because that's the apps that we create. And so those apps are like really great because they help you to do your daily chores. You can do pictures, you can do movies, you can do all of that. I mean, it's nothing that you cannot do. You know what I mean? It's nothing that you cannot do. So, and everywhere we'll put the links in there. Or if you see me on social media, they're out there and they'll be in there either in my links or somewhere. And some of you guys don't know, so we'll just spell it out for you. So you can go to app dot guru. So that's app dot guru, which we're putting out there, okay, in our chat and different things. So it is what it is. So we're out there and we're on right now. We're rolling the kick. We're rolling to oh good Lord, I'm so happy. And we're rolling the kick and we're rolling to YouTube and we're rolling. Oh man, it's just a rough day today. We're just rolling out there. All right. And we're rolling out there to Twitch. So there's a few others. So just forgive me. I'm going El Fresco off the top of my head because I'm happy, and I'm happy that I get to talk about some of the products that we use, some of the products that you can monetize to be better. I mean, we can do contracts, we can do business plans, we can do personality assessments. We can do a lot of things for you to get you together. So we got consulting, coaching. We also got tax. We got taxes in that situation. You can do them. You can pick up. You can get whatever you want to get. So check this out. Here's how it works. Here's the formula. This is one formula that you can use. You can go in there. You can sign up. You can join at app.ai.guru, and you can join. All right. And then what happens? You go in there. Got videos that show you how to do things. You can create pretty much anything you want to create. You can create other apps. So this is the thing about it. It can help manage what you need to do on a daily basis. It can also help you make money because we have so many apps in there that where you can interview someone and then like you can get their guru assessment, personality assessment in there. You can get their business, what they need to do for their business ideas. You can make them a mini business plan. It's things like that. So there's over 60 plus apps. I can't even begin to go in there and I'm not even going to waste your time today, but we'll be on later. Okay, we're going to be on later on a couple of different platforms and we'll put it out there. So follow me. So you can follow me at DateApp on YouTube. You can follow me at on Rumble. You can follow me at David Norford AI or David Norford on Rumble. Um, you can follow me on Twitch, which I'm DateApp. Okay, D the number 8 T as in Tom APP. So it's DateApp. Don't ask me. I used to have a date. Actually used to have a date app in the 20 teens. Okay. And yeah, so I got a lot of knowledge because I built it, and just like I built these apps. So I have over 60 plus apps inside of our app marketplace, and that's where you want to go. It's app.appai.guru. We do have some sales going on that are congruent with the times. So we're running them. You can go in there and get what you need for the year and be rolling, and then you can deal with me every day. And just want to put that out there. But yeah, we make learning AI easy, all of it. Okay, we make learning all those three terms easy, and the reason why that's artificial intelligence, agentic intelligence, and synthetic intelligence. So we're really dabbling into synthetic intelligence because that's where you can create an app from scratch. So there it is. Okay, and inside this system in app.ai.guru, you can go ahead and create whatever you want to create, just about. It's idea to application. Okay, that's what it is, and that's all I talk. That's why I do these podcasts, and I haven't been podcasting lately because I've been on other missions. We've just been getting the guts together as far as what needs to be done, what needs to be improved, and what's going to make others to be of service better. And so that's why we do it. Oh, there's a Total Square Elegance one says, thank you so much for this information. Yes, yes, because we want to be of service. Okay, when we say we're of service, especially when it comes to apps, we want to make sure that you can train and you can be. So let's say you wanted to do a hyper realistic image. All right, so we know we can create a hyper realistic image less than 5 minutes, but then it's the apps, it's in the app, in the marketplace, and then what is going to be your prompt and how is that prompt going to translate into your picture, which is great. And hyper realistic images you can sell. So there's a bunch of marketplaces and different things out there. So we go all over that. So one of the things that we like about everything is that whatever you need to do, you can do. And whatever you can't do, you just tell us and we'll create it. That's how adept we've got. So if you want to know why I haven't been out here posting a lot or doing a lot or you haven't really seen me, it's because of those situations. Because I'm getting better at being me and then better at being me with this newfound intelligence, this digital intelligence and this digital assets. So we just keep creating digital assets that benefit those that are in business, those that want to better themselves, those that want to make money, those that want to do a combo of all three. And it's really about 10 you can do, but we're just going to focus on these three. And that's what the purpose of this is. That's why this is called monetize AI apps, because as you're using them, you're going to monetize them. And we teach you how to monetize. And when we can teach you how to monetize, then we've done our job. And also there's a community back in there. There's a bunch of stuff. So we're going to get on and I know we've been on Twitch a while and we've been saying we're going to have a major situation coming and it's here. So it's here. So it'll be out everywhere by this weekend. It'll be out. Some people saying, I had some clients telling me, oh, you're going to run this, you're going to do this and that. I said, yeah, I'll do it. I said, but we only do. So, oh, okay. So we only do what's pertinent that's going to make people money and going to make them feel good about themselves. Sometimes it's the process of making the money and not the actual money. So we specialize in the process. Oh, so I got a question here. It says, Total Square Elegance One says, so is that image behind you a hyper realistic image? Yes, all of these behind me are hyper realistic images. You can't see them really. Let me see. Okay. But if you look at the picture that's to the left, right, or above me, or below me, or somewhere around me, okay, this is a hyper realistic image. Let's get my face on out the way. You can listen to my beautiful voice, my wonderful voice, and it is what it is. So let's get this thing moving. All right. So bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's a hyper realistic image right here. Okay, and this was for I made this because I wanted to talk to monetize AI apps. Okay, so there you go. There's your symbolism. There's the money raining down. Okay, you got a bunch of classic cars around there. You got these sitting up in a giant warehouse ready to roll. The warehouse represents what you can do within the marketplace. Okay, and then within what you see on those smartphones are profits, a return on investment, dividends, whatever's going to add to your income, that's what you put it in there. So I'm just going to say dividends and profits and positive vibes. So those positive vibes right there. I'm gonna bring it a little closer to the screen. Here you go. So some of you guys, if you challenged a little bit in the eyesight, there are some profits right there. Okay. So this is a hyper realistic image. So the prompt was such and such. Okay, so it was create this and this and this with these colors, da 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 da. All right, so we ain't gonna get into it, but we got the dollar bills out there. You know what I mean? And so I wanted generic dollar bills. I didn't tell them to put green dollar bills. I just wanted generic because they could be $100 bills, they can be $1,000 bills, $10,000 bills, whatever it is you want them to be. So we just put that in there so you would know. So when you're looking at this hyper realistic image, you got profits in the middle, you got money raining down on top, so they're making it rain because of the profits. And then you got cars all around, a little bit older looking cars. I wanted more classic cars because these are the cars that always run the streets. So as you can see, so that's what we made it, and we put it front and center. So you notice the cars are driving around the money. Okay, so the cards can represent people, family, leeches, concubines, whatever you want to call it, and whatever it is. Okay, so you just pump your stuff or prop your stuff in there, and just let's extrapolate this for a minute. Let's have a few moments of silence so you can get your things together and see. Okay, so we can go in there and get in your brain a little bit and massage a little bit. You're gonna massage your own brain. So okay, here we go. Three, two, one. Ooh, yeah. So all your bills paid, you're working from home, you're working from your smartphone, you was out on the beach, you was in the snow, wherever you was at, you know, you just checking your figures. And that's what AI does for you. And that's why Total Underscore Elegance One says that's amazing. And this is what gets you ahead in life. So if you want to go out there and work and get your hands dirty, you can, or you can get your fingers a little sore from all the profits you got a chance to make from creating these pictures and reselling them. And that's the whole part. Like I own all these pictures you see. I actually own them. Like I own this picture. I own all the pictures I do. And there's a way to do that. So I only talk about what I've done and what I'm doing and what I've made and what I'm making, and that's how I do my podcast. And we have classes on that. We got all kinds of stuff, and our classes are more hands-on, interactive. They're not you're gonna sit around and watch this 30-hour video lecture. We ain't doing all that because we know you need to make money now. So that's how we are. That's what we do, and that's how we roll. So if you believe in yourself, all right, whether whatever you use, whether it's faith, you use yourself and faith, or whatever the case may be, you got a chance now to be able to be at the forefront of technology. And this is what you want to do. When you're at the forefront of technology, okay, you got a window of opportunity. So the window of opportunity is shrinking. And as it shrinks, more and more people are not going to be able to do it because it's moving so fast. You have to make your money now, or you have to get your ideas out now. And so this is the whole situation. So what we're going to do is have a part two. All right, we're going to have a part two. So this is going to run on a bunch of social media and whatever else. So we're going to be putting that together all day, all night. So what'll happen is those links to be able to purchase, those links to be able to see. And if you look at my previous podcasts, live streams, Twitch streams, whatever, Rumble streams, whatever, date app streams on YouTube, whatever, okay, you'll be able to see all of these hyper realistic images, and you'll notice that the topic of the podcast matches the hyper realistic images. Okay. And since I own all of this and it's proprietary, hell yeah, I'm going to defend it. Okay. I'm going to defend it because we got a lot of copycatters out there. We got people out there that's unscrupulous. So they'll just end up in court, and then whatever they make, I'm going to have. So this is what we're talking about. Total underscore elegance one, that's amazing and that's amazing. I said, yeah, because what makes it amazing is everybody now has a chance to level the playing field. Okay, no more gatekeepers. No more people talking nonsense. You go sit for a whole. I had a person, one of my clients, tell me I went and sat a whole week, and you showed me that in a couple of hours. I said, yeah. I said because it's a difference. We're going to make money regardless if you join or not. It doesn't matter. But when you join us, you get treated like family. And when you get treated like family, you get to tell us what you need to do to move ahead, what you're trying to do, and what is the actuality. So that's what we do. We consult, we coach, we give you support. That's what it's about. It ain't about nothing else beyond that. That's what it's about. But we're gonna make sure you got enough tools in there for you to go in there to go willy nilly. So while you ready to go, while you ready to run your own show, you come on with us, and we'll roll you through. And that's what it's about. So only you could be the boss of you, boo. That's what it is. It's nothing, it's nothing beyond that. Your faith is going to take you. If you're a faith-based person, you're actually going to walk with faith and you're going to practice your faith hopefully every day. And a lot of people don't understand that. I have people question me about it in another webinar. I said, look, if you're getting up and you got to create a paycheck every day, okay, you go to work, you're going to get a paycheck. Okay, hopefully. Unless your company get bought out or, they dismiss you, which has happened to a lot of people. Oh, thanks for your services, but please move. You got to be out here in an hour by the end of the day. Okay, who wants to deal with that? You got to have another game plan. And that other game plan got to be simply this. It's got to be something that you can do from home. You can use the tools that you're already paying for. So you got your cell phone, you got your cell phone bill, you got your apps bill, you got all that stuff, but half the apps you got there, you can't use them because they're not functional. We're functional and we're rotational. So today I'm going to make some hyper realistic images. I'm going to dump them on t-shirts. I'm going to dump them on whatever, whatever. And we do it. We put them on t-shirts, everything we do. So if you come with us, you better do hyper realistic images. And the whole thing is, it's all inside the app AI guru marketplace. So as you go in that marketplace, it's got everything. So you never have to leave. You're inside of the marketplace. You got apps for every different thing that you need. We just created another app. We just finished it. And it's for your love match, your compatibility. Ooh, yeah. Tasty. So we got different apps. So you might say, what does that have to do with business? Well, maybe you got into business and maybe you need some support. Somebody that cares about you, somebody that would like to be with you, or somebody that's not going to slow you down, but they want to support you. Yeah, we're going to support you. Yeah, our team will support you, but you may need something more personable. Or maybe you're in a bad relationship and maybe the match ain't working. It just ain't working. It just ain't, you know what I mean? Or maybe you're in a pump and dump situation. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. And if you're in that situation and you know it's not attainable, then maybe you need to come on and get your love match and get your girl personality assessment. All right. So we can figure out what it is about you and see. You got about an 89 to 98% match by who you are to see what you should be looking for. Okay. Now, we're not saying it's advice. We're just saying take a look at it from this perspective. We can get your business down to what you want to do and create you a plan. But we also can get your personality assessment and get, at least 70% of you, at least at the lowest, so that you can move forward according to you. Our systems fit you. You don't fit our systems. That's the difference. That's why we're interactive. That's why we're freaking beautiful. That's how we are. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's what we are. So in order to do that, it takes a lot of brain power to create these apps. So when I'm creating apps, and some of our team members are creating apps, we're creating apps so that we could be of service. So some people pass out turkeys. Some people create apps to help others. That's what we do. We do a combination thereof. So what you got to realize is this digital frontier, you're already on social media. You're already out here in the world. You already know what it is with this economy. You already know people are getting laid off. You already know that this thing is not don't look too good. Okay, so voting, it looks like some votings are getting no, some votes are getting no because they voted for something that was not for them. Okay, now I'm not talking about either parties or parties. I'm talking about this is just what it is right now in the States and other countries too, but we're just talking about the States. In Canada, we're not even going to discuss Canada. That's a whole nother, that's about an hour podcast. You know what I mean? Twitch stream, come on. But we're just going to talk about the States here, United States of America, 11/28/2025, day after Thanksgiving. So I'm still enjoying my Thanksgiving by being of service. And as I'm being of service, it's helping me to broaden my horizons because as more people come into our group, the more I get to learn, the more I get to see. So sometimes you're the teacher, sometimes you're the student. Right now, I happen to be both on both ends, okay? Because we got people telling us all the time, you know what, I need something that can do this. Well, we'll go and build it. And then we come back and say, is this what you want? They say, yeah. 9 times out of 10, they say, yeah. But if they're a hater, they'd be like, no, that's not what I asked for. Well, you know what? This is what you wrote us in the email. So we gave you exactly what you wanted. Then we realize, okay, we got to do your personality assessment. We got to find out what's preventing you from going forward. I've used it on myself to find out what was my strengths, what was my weaknesses, and what do I need to do. So I never really had any weaknesses. What I had was areas that needed to work, that I needed to work on, a work in progress. We've said this on previous episodes. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're doing. And so you want to be a part of that, go to app.ai.guru if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Go in there, find out what it costs, do what you got to do to get that done, and join us. And that's all we want you to do and have fun doing it, because everybody's stressed out about something. A lot of people. Sometimes you're stressed out, you don't even know it. But why go to work? And you go to work and you got to drive, you got to do all this, but you could be sitting at home working on your ideas and turning them into applications that you could potentially make money for or that you can use them while you're at your job. You know how it is. A lot of times you can't they got so many constrictions at your job. You know what I mean? But maybe at lunch you can pull out your little cell phone, your smartphone, and go in your app. Maybe they gave you a project at work. And you can go in your app and you created a productivity tool. It's really possible. But you got to be open minded and you got to get out of the box. Don't be the box. Don't be living in the box. If you're living in the box, you're going to constantly be fulfilled. And then when you get ready to pass on, you're going to have a 300 million regrets. Yeah, you're going to have some regrets, but you're not going to have 300 million. My regret probably be something like, oh, you know what? I should have got a colossal with 4 scoops of ice cream yesterday. It might be something like that. I don't know. But I'm just saying, whether it's true or not, we don't know. It ain't happened yet, so we don't know. But I'm just saying an example. So this is the things that we all need to do. And so come on and join with us at app.appai.guru. Go in there and go see. When you click on that site, it's going to take you to a page. You may see numbers running down a page, green numbers. It's going to have a picture of the logo. It's going to ask you some situations, and then if you don't have an account, it's going to say click here, and it's going to go to a second page, and it's going to show you a lot of the products that are inside of the marketplace of app.app AI Guru marketplace. Okay, so you can't put in marketplace in there. App AI, just put in app.app AI dot guru, app.app AI dot guru, and that's all you need to do, and it'll take care of it. So, anyways, right on, right on, right on. Like we always say, what I want for others, I want for myself. What I want for myself, I want for others. I want to practice gratitude every day for being allowed to get up every day to make a difference in the world, and to get up every day to be of service, and to get up every day to be of service to those that I love, and helping myself get better so that I can spread positivity out into the world. My name is David, better known as DATAP, or if you're in business and those that'll join us, you'll be calling me R Todd, real time on demand, because that's how we teach. We teach with real time on demand, and then we add your mentality and your intellect, we add that to our groups, and we use that to make everybody move forward. What I mean by make is you now have another way to look at something from a different perspective, which you can take the good, you can take what's bad and toss it out, but take what benefits you and you can keep on moving. Every day you got a chance to be a champion, and every day you get closer and closer to where you want to be. And so we provide that. Champions live here on app.appai.guru. So right now, I'm signing off. Have a great day. Be looking out there. We've got another webcast coming out, a webinar. So be looking, understand what it is. Follow me. There you go. Data, David Norford AI, whatever. Okay? Whatever. Do what you got to do. Thank you and have a great day. Happy holidays and happy rest of the weekend. We wish you nothing but the best. Thank you. This is your host with the most, Mr. David, signing